Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 156 of the Road to Topic Series. I am Toasty FM, and we are back once again. Big stuff happening right now. If you look over here at the table, we're having an excellent time. Now we've definitely picked up. Now we have leapfrogged both Pasto Freire and Porto. 5 points ahead of Braga. Braga's done very well for themselves as well. It looks like we're going to pull away from them for a while, but they've held on. Now, the difference between Braga and the next team, Casa Pia, is 13 points. So, we're going to finish in the top 6. We're going to finish in Europe, which is great. But I want more. We should definitely finish top 5. If we fall below that, that's a crime, I think. Now, let's look at the schedule. It's been okay. It's been okay. It hasn't been the greatest. You obviously saw us. We saw us lose to Tottenham, which wasn't the greatest result. But then we came back against Belnange, had a solid game. Aguirre got 2 goals. He's been fantastic. As you saw, he has 30 goals in the league. He's now our most our highest scoring striker in this series for United. We had Nun Correa, but now it's Aguirre, and he's been fantastic. He's been absolutely outstanding. Came back against Tottenham, lost 2-0, a little bit better. We had a little bit of a better chance in this game. They scored 2 quick goals, and at that point it was pretty much done. We played our best 11. I thought we played the best we could, but it just wasn't enough. They're the better team. I could definitely see them going forward and winning it. They have some quality players, even though some of them are in their an old age. Kingsley Coman, Gabriel Jesus, and Bolo, but they're still very good players and experienced players. I think they're going to go far in the Europa League this year, so I could definitely see them winning it. I came back against Casa Pia. Again, Aguirre with another goal. This time it was from the penalty spot. So that's, again, he's been outstanding. Camilo Ramirez got a red card, so he missed the game against Famalicão. This was a disappointing game. Not great, considering a little bit of I don't know. It just didn't feel like we were ready for this game. Nicolas Gomez started in place of Ramirez, and he played fine. Overall, the team's fine, but kind of 2 players we've kind of relied upon, Giovanni and Aguirre. Giovanni with the assists, Aguirre with the goals. They just weren't up for it in the day. But offensively, we were fine, and we held out. Got the 0-0 draw away from home, which is not the worst result in the world. I would like to win, but it is what it is. Then we came back against Casa Pia. Oh, we're going to come back today against Casa Pia. I know what I'm talking about. I go way ahead of myself. But yeah, it's the second leg of the semifinal. We got the win. We got the victory in the first game. But they're a good team. As you saw, they're in 7th place. They're not going to finish in Europe, but they're the best team out of everybody else in the league. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for them in this game. We're going to play a pretty good squad. Even when the problem is we have Porto on the weekend, and it's just about me kind of seeing what's more important right now. Getting to this final, and I think it's getting to the final right now. I know we're ahead of Porto, but in all honesty, whether or not we have our best team and our worst team against Porto is probably not going to be that big of a difference versus having our best team against Casa Pia and a little bit of a different team against Casa Pia, a weakened team, a B team. I think it's always going to be tough against Porto no matter what team we have out there. So that's the kind of mindset I'm in at the moment as far as looking at these next 2 games that we're going to have in the series. Now, we also had a youth intake. And again, some solid players. We're definitely bringing some solid players. Carlos Diaz came in, 16-year-old, fullback, very good player. We're seeming to bringing in some good fullbacks. I'm still just looking forward to the next guy that's going to break through. I think it's going to be one of these guys, João Sousa, Paulinho, Pedro Prash is going to come in, I hope, next year. Especially him because he's old enough, I think, to be a player there, can play box to box, has those kind of attributes, is 19, so he's been with the club long enough to kind of take up one of those spots. So I think we're going to bring him in even just because we just need to. Antonio Agustin, as well, another solid player, another attacking mid player. And then João Morfon, a good player. Looking forward to him. Very good marking. Not very good physically yet, but he's 16. So I think if his physical ability matches up with some of his technical abilities, his heading, his marking, his tackling for this age is very good. So I feel like if he matches up physically in the next couple of years, it's going to be very nice for him to see him play. I think, has he been here for a while? I feel like he's been here for a while. But anyway, yeah, those are all the new players. So, yeah, guys, so it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun game. Today it's going to be an important game, though, as well, to make sure we get this result against Casa Pia. So let's look at the lineup. I'm going to tinker with it and see what I kind of want to do, and then we're going to get into the game. Alright, guys, so this is the lineup today. So I did go with a little bit of rotation, but not too much. Baz in goal. Gomez is going to start at fullback. I'm trying to start people that are, I try to not start people with a yellow card, because I want them to play on the week against Porto. It's going to be a big game. So I want the best players out there, without risking anybody fully. And the rest of the players I did leave in are on pretty good fitness for considering. So, I mean, Becker's on 95, 94, 94, 95 as far as our front team. So, as our front four. So, even if they work really, crazy today, and they, if we have to go to extra time, at least they won't be. They might have a chance of playing. Now, so we have a different midfield. Rogério was going to start, even though he has a yellow card, but that's because Engelberger is also out. Samprini's out. Our captain, he'll be out because he's on a yellow card. He's important for our team. Bruno Silva and Dushin are going to start in midfield. They're also on yellow cards, but so are Mubanga and Aurelio. And I think they're important. Both of them are a little bit tired. They've been working really hard in the midfield lately. And then the front four, like I said, are pretty much the same. So I think considering the team we have, I think it's still very strong. I think one of the things we do have is the depth that we do have is in midfield. It's probably the only place we have depth right now. It's kind of in the midfield at number 10 as well. On the wings as well. I mean, we have plenty of players there. I just don't know if they're good. But, I mean, defensively, we have zero depth. So not starting Camilo Ramirez, I think, is the best thing for us. Making sure Saprini gets some rest as well, I think, is also very important. So I definitely stand by the decisions I made in this game. I think those are the best decisions we can make to kind of put ourselves in a good position. We rotated the team a little bit, but it's in a place that we can do it. Giovanni was going on a great run there. I would have liked to see how it would have ended up. Hopefully, I would have liked it if it would have led to a goal, but I guess it didn't, or would have showed it to us. But we started off the match excellently. 60-something% possession. They just had their first shot. It was a half chance, though. We've had 5 shots, but 3 of them have been long shots. So we're not really playing at the highest quality with our play right now, which is unfortunate. Riva here, who finds himself in the midfield all alone. He can't get that kind of space. That's probably a place where Dushin should be. falling back a little bit, or Bruno Silva. They should mix them up. It was kind of in that zone between our back line and our midfield. So you have to watch out for that. Vitor almost scores there. Puts the ball at the near post, the ball from Giovanni, but cleared off the line. It looked like there was a player at the near post that was able to stop it. Duchesne here. That ball's going to fall to the striker. And they score, and that was out of nowhere, it seems like. I mean, that was an excellent ball, it has to be said. I don't know if that was even a pass or it was just a clearance, but completely got by Dietrich, center back, and Vita, has to be said. And their striker found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So, I mean, very good by Perea there, but very disappointing as well. I'm not happy with that. We're going to have to really work hard in the second half. Aguirre just, again, does not look, right for whatever reason, just like he did against Famila Song. Hopefully, we can get him some service that'll get him that goal. Silva here. Gomez. Becker is the guy we want there. Duchesne scores. Great football by the team there. Some solid passing. Duchesne found himself in the box all alone, and an excellent finish from the center midfield player, who shows why he deserves where he deserved the start. And took a touch. Not the best goalkeeping, but that's exactly what we needed to do. Now, we definitely have to worry a little bit here. I'm not sure if it's the same away goals rule that it is in Europe. So, but again, a second goal from them could be devastating for us. So if it is away goals rule, that would mean we have to score another 2 goals if they score another one. So Vitor here. Let's see if we can get that next goal. Not a good ball by Vitor there. Terrible pass, honestly. That's your Giovanni. Giovanni does a good job there. Aguirre gets the ball. Our imperious striker. See if he can get a goal here. Or at least he hasn't been much of the attack so far from what I've seen. Villegas Becker here on this right-hand side. He's going to put a ball in. He does find Aguirre. Oh, and he gets a shot. Looks like it was on target, but solid defending there. To put their body right in front of the shot, and unfortunate for Aguirre that he didn't get his goal there. But we have been very good in this game. Unfortunately, we had a couple shots blocked off the line and that same post as well. So unfortunate for the team, but we deserve to go through. So if we don't, it would be devastating. We've had the most easily the more possession, really been a better team. I think it's time for us to make a change here. Andres Gomes going to come on, and Marquez going to come on for Aguirre. Not the worst game ever. Wasn't terrible. We saw he had this chance. Just didn't go in for him. It's not one of those days for him. Just not happy that was at the same 2 games in a row, which is kind of worrying. Giovanni here. We must stop him here. Come on, guys. Get back. There's this guy right in the center all by himself. Come on, boys. Come on. Good tackle by Duchesne. I don't know if that was Duchesne or he just ended up with the ball, but still excellently done. Giovanni, though. Nobody can stop Giovanni on that wing. Marquez here gets on his man. And Niet, their goalkeeper, does an excellent job. That was an excellent block by him. That could have closed the door, absolutely shut the door. Oh, and we got so lucky, Roger there. It is a penalty. Oh my God, it was terrible. Now I have to rely on Khalifa Ba. This could be devastating. I don't know what this happened. Come on, Perea. Come on. That is not good. Perea has scored 2 today. He seems like a very good player as well. I saw it's at 23 goals this season, so very good striker in his own right. And they get a second there. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to go to extra time, which is not something I want to do. Oh, we have a highlight here. Rogério, Duchine and Marques. Marques working the ball around. Mubanga. Duchine, Gomez, Rogério working around. Can he get the ball in? Giovanni! Yes! Giovanni scores! What a massive goal! Giovanni with an amazing goal. Not amazing, but it's so good. Rogério, I thought he was going to put it across, but finds Giovanni on his left foot. Left peg. That's an excellent strike. Near post. The goalkeeper should have done better, but I do not care. And we're going to the final. Magnificent. I can't say magnificent. Magnificently, whatever. We're going to the final. Harder than it should have been. Really was. Overall, defensively not very good. Very good attacking wise, other than our strikers. Marquez should have gotten a goal. Aguirre was unlucky, but still. But our midfield and the three behind the striker were excellent, and we got the goals, and that's all that matters. Excellent result. It really was. Harder than it should have been, but like I said, I got the goal. Giovanni, the absolute hero there with the goal in the 91st minute. Excellent. So that actually sets us up perfectly for the end of the season. So we're gonna have 2 episodes left. Come back against Fate Engine next episode. Then episode after that, we're gonna have the final. So 7 games of the league left. It's gonna be big. We're definitely gonna need every point we can. Some solid teams in there. Braga and Porto are really obviously the teams that I have to really worry about. And hopefully we can do it. Hopefully we can. We're going to need all hands on deck. It's really going to strain our defense there. Luckily for us, none of the games are in midweek. They're all on the weekends. So we're going to have plenty of rest. We don't have to worry about that. But hopefully we're going to have enough players throughout the squad to get through that. So yeah, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. It's been fun. This was a fun episode. This is one of our most fun episodes we had in a while. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and take care of yourselves.